welcome back. Jimmy's still waiting. Game. Play game. It's usually what one hopes to do in a game like this. I can't tell what these are pictures of in the slightest.
Are you still picking up the ion trail, Goddard? Then we must be getting closer to finding those aliens. The trail stops here? If I were a highly evolved life form, where would I go next?
Highly evolved
we
egg.
Found Alien Central. This entire asteroid must be hollow.
Well, it would be very useful for mining if it was. Oh, okay. Sure. Unless they hollowed out themselves. Which would make sense. Then why would they still be here to mine it if they've already hollowed the whole thing out? The number of neutron particles in a level is basically a measure of how many extra lives it's going to give you, so seeing that there are lots of neutron particles somewhere is kind of comforting. And seeing that there's not a lot of neutron particles here is less comforting. But I guess my life counter actually resets every level, which I'll happily take. Some really relaxed music for going down a slide like this. Like, this is also really, really quiet music. Like, I can barely hear anything right now. Some games are just like that. Some just have really weird and quiet music and whatnot. The main game I think of when I think of that is Nicktoons Unite. Nicktoons Unite had weirdly uninspired, relaxed music that I would tend to not notice as even playing at all, because it was really, really quiet too. Good luck getting up there. Jimmy's having fun. He's rocking his head to the music that is not really playing in any meaningful capacity. Like, why do you even have music if it's this quiet? It was louder in the last level though, so I don't really want to turn it up right now. Oh, it's these things. Yeah, so I guess it's every 10 neutron particles I get a new life. Why are the eggs keeping eggs? Boom. Egg. Huh. Why are they keeping a bat? Oh. Okay, why did I lose the bat already? Hold on. They just got stuff in them. What do I want the... Did we say at some point that we need to refuel or something? I thought we had to repair stuff. Yeah, maybe I accidentally put away the bat earlier. With triangle, I'm not sure. I don't think I did. Of course I did just now. Triangle's not really the right word. I believe that's the Y button. Well, I think the... Actually, these enemies don't seem to respawn. I was about to say, I think the enemies seem to respawn faster than the button does. But for once, these enemies don't seem to respawn. The enemies themselves are also pretty quiet. This game as a whole is just oddly quiet, I guess. Except for some of the sound effects. No, this guy respawns. Is he just the one guy that respawns? No, some of them respawn. Whatever. Oh my god. Zoom. You can stay here, Goddard. I don't even need a weapon. Run, Jimmy boy. Did something happen here? There we go. I thought I saw something there. That's great. Jimmy always faces the direction that he's moving in, even if he's not walking that way. If you stop moving, he automatically starts facing to the right. If he's on the conveyor belt. This game feels very, very, much like it was made by someone who's not used to making games. King lives honestly would not be a bad idea though, so... Well, going backwards here is also a very difficult and dangerous idea, but if I may, if I can, it would be a good idea to get those other neutron particles. I can't tell if these things hurt me or not, if they touch me. I somehow managed to narrowly avoid touching them every time. But no, they don't hurt me. Awesome. I don't think there are any more branching paths back here. I swear if I accidentally land on one though, I have a feeling it's gonna ruin my life pretty quickly. Alright, into the door. Like, I have my volume twice as high as usual, and I'm hardly hearing anything out of this game. But the previous level had louder. The previous level had louder music. Only one way to find out. Yep. Death is cheap. It's like a control room with no entrance and nobody in it doing anything. Yeah, apparently it just has like a few seconds of invincibility, but this game is kind of lax on the requirement of actually making things animate. So you tend not to get much indication of things happening. These guys at least animate when you attack them. You can tell they're taking damage. The only way you can tell that these urchins are taking damage is that it makes the little hit visual effect. Oh. This thing doesn't seem very useful, honestly. It seemed pretty inconvenient to use the last time I had it. Okay, big egg. Whatever, and they respawn instantly. Ah, he attacks slower than that. Interesting trade-off. I guess the one thing you get in exchange... Okay, on the other hand, the wind is very loud. What are you guys mining for? There's nothing here. But on the other hand, the one upside, I guess, to that Shenograph-esque thing. Did Jimmy just finish his jump animation and then just go back to standing in midair? The one thing you get for, hello? Oh, there you go. For having that one weapon is that it's actually ranged. Which, I don't really have much need for. It's not like these enemies are especially dangerous at close or anything, but it's a supposed benefit. I guess we just need the fuel to go other places. This one doesn't do anything. Platforming. In this case, Jimmy does not insist on facing in weird directions. Okay, that was a jump. Jimmy does not insist on facing in weird directions. This is not the most efficient way of getting around. What kind of sound effect is that? I don't think that's quite how I expected to rotate. Sure game. Oh, also, okay, no momentum if you jump. So yeah, but that also means you can't use the speed. From the rotation to help your jump. I just snapped to the next platform. Okay. What is that thing? Cool. I have no idea what you're saying because you're so quiet. Some things are quiet in this game? I don't know what the deal is with the audio mixing in this game. Some things are so quiet. And some things aren't. And sometimes people say things at a sensible volume. What? Huh, that does not hurt. It's kind of hard to throw sometimes for some reason. But it doesn't kill me if the explosion hurts me at least. Or hits me, like. He just starts walking again in midair. Cool, I guess. It's such a... It doesn't even have much more of any range. It doesn't really have much more range than normal. And it's so slow. And I guess it stuns enemies in the meantime, but honestly, it doesn't seem any better as a weapon. My dog's not even here, if that's what you're saying. I can't quite hear you. I doubt you guys can hear any better than I can. You know, I tried to turn up the volume a little bit in the last episode on this one. I'm more used to games just being way louder than they should be, so I try to err on the side of caution with volume. And I did try to confirm that the volume was at a sensible level at the game's title screen, because I had made the unwarranted assumption that the title screen would be a decent approximation of most of this game's volume in general. But I was not correct to do that. And the rest of the game is much more quiet than the opening. I'm not really sure what the logic is behind the design of these eggs. I don't remember these from the film. I don't know why they have this like plus sign on the bottom or something. Neutron. Okay, so I guess this is radioactive fuel is the idea. Jimmy really needs to stop handling radioactive things. Oh, well, not much use for that now. This is just the same way that all the characters in this show just don't need to breathe air. Being in space is fine. I guess radiation is just not a problem for them either. I was about to say, it wasn't the idea that me and Goddard would do all this stuff. But then again, considering what happened when we tried to bring Goddard along, I think I'll keep things this way. Now, if Goddard can do things... Oh, does this guy not flinch? Oh, this guy doesn't flinch as much. That's interesting. That might actually be useful now. But if Goddard was alone, you can bet he would be vastly superior to Jimmy's performance here. We saw that in, if nothing else, the GBA version. Now I'd argue some other places too. Jimmy Neutron, for instance, at least on the GBA. I think it's just guys with the shovels I really have to worry about. Everyone else I can just unlock by button mashing. The ones with the shovels, though, seem not to flinch as much for some reason. Why do they only have one line of dialogue? It seems inconvenient. I'm presuming there's something that should be happening here. This doesn't seem quite right. Of course, you're the one that respawns. The only one that respawns is the one that is the biggest problem. Really, though. I don't see any switches or anything. Maybe I missed a moving platform here. Just put away that pat. I don't see anything over here. You know what? Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Okay, problem then. What the heck do I do here? Wait, what? Did I have to defeat all the enemies or something? Which has never been a thing in this game so far, I don't think. Usually. Because usually enemies just respawn anyways. This is definitely one of the more peculiar games I've played. I've played games on this channel that are basically just like... It seems like they took a total of like 2 man-hours to create. Like, Track Attack on the Game Boy Color, for instance, is, not Track Attack, what was it called? Stunt Track Driver on the Game Boy Color, I think, was probably the best example of that. Great. But... this game's a weird mix where, like, it's a full 3D game and you're doing stuff and all that, but it feels so incredibly unpolished. In a way that not much of anything else I've played has felt on this channel. The Stunt Track Driver Game Boy was really just a very small game that had no ambitions to start with. This game, on the other hand, it's a full 3D game. It has ambitions of some sort, and yet it just does a very amateur job of all the things it tries to do. They were really proud of these rotating platforms, I guess. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I don't want to waste any more. I secretly made a save state because I wasn't too sure about this jump. Just don't want to waste any more time than I had to. There are urchins that don't actually acknowledge me attacking them. I guess they do kind of shake. Whatever. It's a weird hitbox on this thing. Okay. Does this feel like a longer level than the rest? Well, actually, the first level took some time to get through. Oh, this one does not force Jimmy to turn. That's strange. Kind of a bomb thing, I guess. Hey, take this. Great. You dropped it. I blame you for that now. Hey, does this stun you? Hey, shoot. I want to be careful with the shovel guy still. Can't tell where this ground ends, because it's probably a pit somewhere. Is it? I can't tell. Ah, there it is. Okay. I imagine that the way to not progress is to go to the left here. Could be wrong. Yep. Entire area over here just for one neutron particle. Why not? Man, that thing really hurried. The thing really hurried back. That was interesting. Oh, what's with me and not realizing I need to end the episode in this game? Anyways, bye everyone.